Okay, so one thing I want to mention before I really get into this is going to be too long, but I just want to say I have had no expectations for this movie since it first got announced. I have always believed that it was going to be garbage, I guess you could say. And I'm not saying based on one design it's going to be garbage, I'm just basing that on the fact that I don't think this movie's being made for Sonic fans. I think it's being made for the company who's making the movie. I think it's Paramount now, just to make a quick buck. You know, kids will want to go see it, and they'll beg their parents, and then they'll all go get to see the Sonic movie, and they'll go, wow, that was good, but, you know, everyone who actually likes the character is gonna go, wow, that was abysmal. But, you know, like, I was still gonna see the movie at some point. Maybe not in theaters, maybe on DVD, I really don't know. But it's kind of like, it's the same kind of morbid curiosity that drives people in horror movies to enter the building that is clearly inhabited by, like, an axe murderer. It's kind of like that. But I was just kind of sitting here being neutral on it, because I was like, okay, I'm not going to like it, I have no expectations, I'll go see it, whatever. But, you know, then you actually see stuff from it. Like, it's been a long time coming, I've been wondering what it looks like, what's going to go with, and I know we just see not even the full character. We just see Sonic standing there in those little superhero pose, wearing his Air Jordans, or whatever they are, and he's not even covered in light. Like, we can't really see all his features, but we don't need to, because it looks like they took a Sonic mascot head and put it on a small child. Like, I don't know if they're doing motion capture for this, and maybe that's exactly what they did, but, like, I don't know, like, I've been looking at images of this all day. I've seen some people fix it on Twitter. Like, I've seen some people make it more Sonic-y, and those look cool. You can find them. Maybe I'll try to find something and I'll link it in the description of this, but I'm not going to put it in the video because I'm not going to take people's stuff without asking. But, like, the fact that literally every post I've seen, aside from maybe 2 people, I've seen 2 posts, one of which was sent to me by Dave. He showed me, like, a comment from one of his videos. Everyone seems to think that this doesn't look good, but the problem with that is that it doesn't matter what we think, because it's not being made for us, which is the thing that sucks. You think when people make a movie, it's being made for the fans of the series, but, like, you know how sometimes people take a look at Pixar movies, like Up, and then they go, oh, I can make a movie that looks like that, but isn't as good, and we can make it for a lot less, and put it on the same shelf as Up in the store, and then maybe helpless grandmas who don't know any better will buy that by mistake, thus giving us money instead of Pixar. And that actually is Up, DreamWorks, or Pixar? I'm stupid, sorry. Continue. See, this is being made just so they can make a quick buck. It's not being made for us, they're not putting love and care into it. It's not like something like... Oh, geez. Were there any video game movies that had love and care put into them? Okay, hold on. I'm even less enthusiastic about this than when I first was hearing about it. I don't understand a lot of the decisions. Like, I mean, if you look at his face, you can kind of see, like, on one side, you see, like, an eye popping out a little bit. And unless they're trying to go with, like, I don't know, some really dated aesthetic where, oh, maybe his eyes hover in front of his face, like one of the Sonic games. Don't the Chow have, like, features that hover in front of their faces or something? In one of the games, it's not, like, directly on the face. Alright, unfortunately, a quick Google search for, eyes floating in front of face game didn't actually yield the result I was looking for, but there is some game that I've seen before that has, like, you know, like the face, and then, like, the eyes just kind of float, like, right in front of the face, but you don't really see that because, you know, you're always looking at the model from the front, you're never looking at it from the side where you can see the eyes hovering 2 feet in front of it. But anyway, not my point. The point is, they're either going for that, which they clearly are not, or they're giving him, like, realistic hedgehog eyes, just 2 realistic eyes on his face, instead of the giant, stupid, like, 1 eyeball he usually has. And that's a big part of the design. Like, if you take that away, like, look at the custom avatars and forces. They don't look like Sonic, because Sonic has a very unique face. That, and I think his nose is a little bit more realistic, because, you know, this is a very realistic movie, of course, about a very fast boy that runs around in red sneakers. But, like, I think, again, he's not wearing gloves, I don't think. You can see his little nails. Maybe he'll get gloves in the movie, but, like, he'll start without them, because it's, like, maybe it's a growth moment. He goes, oh yes, I'm a proud hedgehog boy, I don't need to wear no shoes or clothes or gloves, but then he does, and he goes faster. Like, maybe that's the whole point of it. But, like, you don't think they could just give him gloves? Like, that's a very innocent thing. like, it's a thing that doesn't strike me as something that would be difficult to do. It doesn't strike me as something that would make sense to get rid of. Like, the same thing with the shoes. They don't look like his shoes, they just look like regular red shoes. And they were like, oh, we want to make it so, like, it's a modern Sonic. Like, not like our modern Sonic from the games. I mean, like, a Sonic living in modern times with us. Because that wouldn't be totally scary. He looks like a cryptid in that poster. Like, running by, like, I feel like you would see this Sonic at the end of a found footage horror movie. Like, after the main character has died and their phone's still recording, it would, like, walk by the camera and, like, lean down and look into the camera. And that would be the last shot of the movie, and it would leave people with, like, nightmares for weeks. Like, speaking of nightmares, I think I was telling Dave, I was like, it literally also looks like something you might see if you suffer from sleep paralysis, like, in the corner of your room. And it doesn't strike me as very whimsical or, you know, carefree, cool guy, Sonic attitude thing, right? Like, I mean, maybe they'll make it work. Maybe it'll work for the movie. I don't know, but, like, I've seen some people saying, like, oh, what if it's a really popular movie for some reason? And then Sega goes, hey, we should make Sonic look like this all the time, which I think is a very minute fear, but, like, I'd say worst case scenario, maybe, which means there are a lot of other cases where this fades into obscurity, kind of like Sonic Boom. But I kind of miss Sonic Boom at this point, because at least he still looked like Sonic. Like, the giant head, the elbow joints, like, the muscular arms and legs, like, it's very strange. I guess if he was a real creature, he would have muscly arms and legs a bit after running, right? For that much time, and that fast, and if you ran everywhere for your entire life, I think you would have muscular legs, but it's just weird. And then he's got like realistic hip bones and stuff. It's like really strange. Like, it doesn't look like a cartoon character. Like, the closest thing I can relate this movie to would be like the Smurfs or something, right? Where, you know, cartoon characters come to the real world and they come hang out with humans. But at least the Smurfs looked like the Smurfs, right? Like, there was no question of like, oh, that's Grandpa Smurf, or whatever the heck they call him. Old Man Smurf, soon-to-die Smurf, not sure, whatever. But, like, I don't see the purpose of the radical redesign, you know? Like, if it's not being made for fans, that means it's being made for kids. Kids might not know Sonic as much as, like, the fans do. So, I mean, but they might have an idea, a general idea. So, like, if they see this Sonic in the movie, they're gonna be like, that's not Sonic. Or maybe they'll go, oh, this is Sonic. It's kind of like before the Spyro remasters, how Spyro was in Skylanders and he looked like someone hit him with the ugly stick with a, you know, like going at 50 miles an hour out the side of a truck. Like, I don't know if people saw that and they were like, oh, that's Spyro. It's like, no, that's not Spyro. And, like, that's the same way this isn't Sonic. Like, I don't really know what the deal with this is. I don't know why they thought they had to change it that much. I've seen that someone said Sega's not even really that happy with it, but at the end of the day, if they weren't happy with it, unless, like, Paramount bought out the rights to the movie completely and somehow bypasses their suggestions, which I don't think is a thing they can do. Like, Sega must be involved a little bit, right? Like, because it said they were, like, unhappy with it, so they must have some say, but must have some Sega, but I don't know, dude. I think they're messing this up even more than I thought they were going to, which is impressive, because I had no expectations, and this is already something that I think is an issue. But, I mean, I guess only time is going to tell what this movie is going to be like. I'm still very excited for Dr. Robotnik being played by Jim Carrey. I think that'll at least be one saving grace, maybe? I mean, he's a funny guy. I like him. Dumb and Dumber is one of my favorite comedy movies because it's so stupid and it's, like, endlessly quotable. I don't think it'll be that, but maybe his scenes will be the best ones. I just need to know, if the human character's gonna hang out with Sonic and he looks like that, you can't tell me that he's not gonna, like, wake up in the middle of the night screaming at some point, because that abomination is, like, just invading his thoughts, you know? Like, it's really strange. And asking someone to be like, oh yeah, no, this is all cool, don't worry. Like, obviously he didn't act with the thing, but I wonder if when the guy that played Tom, or whatever his name is, in the movie sees Sonic, or if he's already seen him, I wonder if he's gonna go, wow, that's cool, or, Yeah, I don't know much to say. I put off talking about the movie because I really don't have, like I said, don't have expectations. I expect it to be not good, so I'm trying to, like lower than baseline, so maybe I'll get something out of it. But, like, I don't know if that design drops it down a million points, or if it'll make it 10 times funnier, because, like, it's already going to be a train wreck. Who knows? We'll see eventually. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Sorry for waving my hands all over the place like this. It's just what I do. And when I'm not holding a controller. And I guess I'll see you guys soon for the next train wreck that happens. I don't know, whatever. It's bound to be something.